anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcats offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Louisville's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the 2nd level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Finding an escape route. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Grabbed over the middle, it's Stewart. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it set up on the outside. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing yardage on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 10. Back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Handoff to the lone back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Moss. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
Touchdown, Louisville! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 64 yards right down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pryor. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's going for it all. Makes a grab for a big play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air, it's Moss. Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Bell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Power football with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Gets it out quickly. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Walker.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat, and right there, he slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Caught over the middle. It's Royer. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Nestled just inside that right upright. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their... Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Quick strike complete. Turning on the Jets. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback may change this route. The toss sweep to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Finds a man on the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his... And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Give to Brown. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Louisville! And the pummeling has started. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sorsby. Gets it out fast. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man down the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bearcats are marching down the field.
First down for the offense.
Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Allen. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off play action. Makes the grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Never a doubt. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Got it in the middle, it's Caldwell. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak, it looked like it was ugly, but now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Moss. A little screen to the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn out the field for a big gainer.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver...
Looking deep down the right side. Caught at the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the air, it's Moss. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Man, that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant.
He's got it on the left. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to...
Wide open spaces. Oh, he got loose. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, going up top. The short hands, it's Royer. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Bearcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Gonna look downfield again. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.